Hey everyone, I hope you're having a nice weekend. I want to show you a few things in the greenhouse before we head outside. I still have some yarrow here that I would like to get potted up. I also have some fertilizer sitting on the middle table just to remind us that, or remind me more like it, that I need to start fertilizing outside. I do have in the back of the black book where we keep track of all the pounds of food, I have a page for pests. So if you're here and you put down Sluggo or use anything else in any of the other beds, just make sure you mark that down here. And then the next page is fertilizer, just so we can keep track of what's been done in what bed. Okay, let's head outside, I think. Oh, I'm getting another donation of tomatoes. They're supposed to arrive tomorrow, which is Sunday. So if anybody wants some tomatoes for home, please let me know. If I don't hear from you, I'll probably just send them up to go out with agencies or to go to Foxwood. Okay, some of the daffodils are starting to die back. So if you are out here and you see how this one's like starting to look brown. When they die back a bit more, I'm trying to see if there are some that, as an example, like this one, see how that one's pretty much all died back. We can start cutting those off at the mulch level. So just something to keep in mind because there's quite a few and it's just kind of starting right now. Oh, here, mint, which this one isn't really growing in that pot. But these two we're gonna just dump out and then basically divide them so we could take, maybe even divide them into fourths or into halves and then pot up a section back in these pots and then the other ones we can pot up to give away. This one we'll probably put, there's some more mint here. So we can take that mint and put it in the other pot that doesn't have anything growing in it. Katie, I did pot up your peppers that you want for the VA group. And those are sitting down here on this bench. I also have on this bench peppers that I want to plant when I get a spot in the garden here. I have a ton of peppers up here, most of which are going to be going out to agencies and to Foxwood this week. I have some flowers left over sitting here, and I would like to clear out space, or basically we just need a weed, around this shed. Sorry, this is all video, is not nice and it's all bouncy. But clear out the weeds here. And there's all sorts of stuff growing in here. Like you can see, this one is flowering, that one's about to flower, this is flowering. These spiky plants are irises, I think. And then there's some of this in here, but a lot of the rest of the stuff can just be pulled. So we can work on that this week, pulling out stuff and around the bird bath, and then plant whatever we have up on that tray. I also am gonna get some more mulch to finish mulching out here, and I set out some passion flower vine, which I want to plant on either side of that arch, because I would like to have the passion flower vine moved there instead of it being in this other section. Okay, we're gonna plant cowpeas. I have this bed 12 already set up, but I have not planted the cowpeas in here yet, so we need to do that. We need to finish harvesting out the rutabagas and the turnips. I already planted tomatillos here down the middle. And then once those are pulled out, we're gonna put some eggplant along the sides. These over here, well, some of them look big. Some of them look really small, and we might just end up pulling those out, and they're looking a little So we'll see what happens with those. Probably this week though, we'll pull them out, and if there's no roots formed, we can try to salvage as many leaves as possible. Oh, we also want to do bed 8. We are going to put in jade beans, and we'll just plant those by seed. So once I get more of this stuff cleared out, we can plant those. So there are going to be a couple spots this week where we will need to water until the seeds germinate. So it'll be this bed, it'll be the cowpeas. There's okra planted in bed 7, kind of around this other stuff, which is not ready to harvest yet. There are peanuts planted around the husk cherries in bed 3. So those, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 beds we'll need to water daily until we see germination. Oh, I am gonna get some more soil. We'll pull out what's in here. There is a flower, so we'll just like take that out, top it up, and then put the flower back in. Same with that one. But then we'll plant, I don't know what, maybe some basil in this bed, because I do have some basil left. So maybe we'll do that. And then also I want to top up these pots where the peas are and plant just 1 cucumber plant. So we'll leave the peas here and plant 1 cucumber plant, and then we'll put, I bought these flowers, and we'll put either 1 or 2 flowers along the front. And whatever flowers are still here, we can remove those, and I don't think they're gonna last too much longer anyway, not in the heat. We are going to, oh, I did want to show you one other thing. Here, these Egyptian walking onions, you can see these little guys at the top. Let me show you a good one, like right here. You see how, oops, right there. That basically has this little shoot coming up from it, this bulb. I think these are called bulbous. So we can basically just break that off right here and then pot it up, and we can give those away. So we'll just put them in like the little 9-ounce red Solo cups. So as you see those, like multiple of these can be popped off, because you can see it's getting, that part is getting tall, like this stalk. I don't know if that's the right word. It's getting tall. So we'll do that this week, and then we can also harvest some of the Egyptian walking onions. In terms of what else we need to harvest peas. And Marilyn did ask last week about the size and kind of when you should be harvesting peas. So I would say like that's a good size. I don't know, a finger length of maybe 3 inches or more, I would say. And a lot of these are snap peas, so they are not going to, they're not like the garden peas that get big. So yeah, you just basically harvest them while they're still flat, but it should probably be like 3 or 4 inches long. So we have multiple places where peas need to be harvested. In terms of the rest of the harvesting, the peas, the Egyptian walking onions, the turnips back in bed 11. Let me see what else is on my list for harvesting. Oh, and we're gonna finish harvesting out these collards. It's just gonna be a small thing. I don't know if I have any other greens which I could utilize. I don't think so. So it's just gonna be a small thing of collards. And then we're gonna plant lemongrass in here. The lemongrass is under the cover in bed 8. Just one thing of lemongrass. It's small now, but it gets. And then we also need to pick out whatever fava beans are in here. You can see that's one. There's one. There's some bigger ones down here. Oh yeah, there's some really big ones actually. I have not checked this in a few days. So there's plenty of fava beans to harvest, and then I'll figure out what's gonna go in this bed next. I need to go look inside. And I think that is about it. As I'm looking on my crazy list. Oh, one more thing. This grow bucket is not working, and when I say that, I mean if you try to water it down the bowl here, it just like backs up immediately. So I think we just need to kind of dump it out and rebuild it and figure out what's going on with it. But that's one thing that we can do this week too. Oh, sorry, I keep thinking of other stuff. This video is just gonna go on and on and on. We can start pruning back the basil, just harvesting the tops. So like on this plant, for example, I would probably harvest like right here. So like maybe halfway up, harvest right above a set of leaves. And if we do that, then the plant will bush out more instead of just being like a straight up and down plant. So we'll do that this week. And I think that is about it now. I'm sure I'll come up with other stuff as the week goes on, but I should be here. Oh, Lanin, it's last day of school, I think it's Thursday. So I'll be here Monday, Wednesday. Friday I'll probably be here at some point, but I don't know for how long. So Claire, I'll just leave you notes if I don't see you. I think that's about it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for everything. Bye-bye.